Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Jay-Z hip hop legends and your ex-girlfriends, plural, are exposing you, y'all, it looks like the industry is turning on Jay-Z. What am I talking about, y'all? Jay-Z has been going back and forth, and his surrogates have been going back and forth, talking about, do you believe this? Do you believe this? About the case with the 13-year-old. I know that's why y'all here, right? You're like, Tisa, get to the point. Here's my thing. Is Jay-Z innocent? I don't know. Is he guilty? I don't know. Is he moving real funny? Absolutely. Especially the way he is throwing over a cloak of protection over Rockefeller Records when Rockefeller Records are not even being sued. Unless he knows something we don't know. It's just really, really weird. But if you get into who he is and who he stands on, well, baby, the industry has been speaking about this for a while. What am I talking about? Y'all, Nas, hip hop legend Nas, literally said in a leaked interview that Jay-Z had to know what was going on with R. Kelly. He can't see how he didn't because he was in the studio with R. Kelly while 14-year-olds were coming, sitting on R. Kelly's lap, inspiring him, being amused, and all this other stuff. They are exposing Nas is exposing Jay-Z's, his role in what is actually happening with the industry. What happened with R. Kelly, but not even that. Karrine Stephens has also come forward because, baby, she says she is sick. She says she is tired. And she says that we need to pay attention. That's right. Karrine Stephens is saying, you think that you know your latest and greatest? Guess what? All these ninjas was doing it. And we need to actually have a come to Jesus moment in the hip hop community. First of all, let's get into what Nas had to say. All right. And then we're going to hit you back with Karrine Stephens. Also, we're going to talk about Carmen. That is Jay-Z's ex-girlfriend of 5 years, former Sneaky Link, the mother to Nas, basically saying that, like, y'all need to shut up because y'all care about who's popular more than doing what's right. Again, Jay-Z says he is innocent. We are not talking about that. We are talking about when you're looking at the mark of someone's impeccable character and you're looking at who they are, baby, tell me the 5 people closest to you and I'll tell you who you are. Right now we got R. Kelly. Right now we got Harvey Weinstein. Right now we got Larry Johnson, the NFL player. And right now we got Diddy. Who's the 5th person? Beyonce? But at the end of the day, we all know that if Jay-Z was not married to Beyonce right now, this wouldn't even be a conversation. Nobody would be going on this. Jay-Z is right now coaxing on Beyonce's reputation. Because when you look at his reputation, baby, we already got his top 5. Anyway, let's get into what Nas says and then hit me back after the loop.
Or something.
See, I didn't have a picture.
Wendy.
I can't explain
Wendy,
it. I think I'm going to
we're about to drop Columbia up in here.
New York City is still going to get a show. It's going to still go on. It wasn't a picture. They told me, Wendy, they said, yo, don't put up no movies. I said, that's not my style. That's not what I'm going to do. Yeah, I could have put up movies. I could have showed the R. Kelly video that everybody's talking about, made fun of it, and said, yeah, Jay's hanging out. When Jay and them was in there doing Best of Both Worlds, you can't tell me Jay didn't see a 14-year-old girl come in the studio and sit on R. Kelly's lap.
No.
You can't tell me, you want to sit here and tell me that working on that album, that he ain't never seen no 14-year-old girl come in the vicinity? That's what I'm saying. What I'm here for the people, man. I'm here to talk the truth. And I'm on Wendy's show right now. I did 105 yesterday because every station is mine. I'm not up here I don't even mess with radio like that. But when it's time for the people to hear why I wasn't out of place, I want the people to know I never would sell them out or not show up. Like I heard punk ass Flex talking about I didn't come out the dressing room.
Have you ever given Funkmaster Flex money to play a song?
Hell no. I'll make him pay me to play a record. You crazy?
Whoa.
I'll make Flex pay me to play a record.
Has
Flex
Jay-Z?
better pay me. If when I bring my new record up there, if he still has his job today, ladies and gentlemen, if I have a record that I need Flex to play, he better write me a check just so he can play my record, yo.
All right.
This is not a game no more. When I come back to New York after this tour, it's on, yo. I said some things about some rappers yesterday. My man Nori, I love you to death. All I'm saying is rappers need to just step up their game on the writing. Cameron, he has a great single, but his album is trash. The fans bought the ticket.
Exactly. How is everybody sitting there acting? Because somebody is a business mogul or business everything, that's okay. Again, did he see anything with R. Kelly? Who knows? Nas is as skeptical as we are, and Nas knows that mofo. Anyway, let's get into what Karine Steffan said, because this was actually the biggest thing that really shocked me and jarred me, okay? The fact that she was saying that this is an industry-wide thing and all these people do this. She said it's industry-wide and they all do it. So if it's industry-wide and you're wondering why nobody ever says anything, maybe because they're all scared that if what Jay-Z is doing is wrong, then maybe what they're doing is wrong too. And they don't want to be wrong and they don't want to stop. So they're going to look for any excuse they can to keep going. All right. So Karine Steffan is actually saying that the whole industry is guilty. When they asked about what is going on with Jay-Z, she said this is part of a bigger problem. She said none of this is shocking, and it's all part of the same movement. Okay? Now, she said this is a chain reaction. She said, I'm not sure why people are separating the wave of Black music executives and artists from the original Me Too investigations and arrests. From Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, to Jeffrey Epstein, and the hundreds in between, they are all connected. In her memoir, right, she did claim that she'd been in a relationship with Jay-Z, among other big names who socialized around the hip-hop world. In her latest interview, she said, you got to realize they all know the same people with a few degrees of separation between them. They have the same handlers, go to the same parties, share each other's yachts and islands, and abide by the same lawless code. What we've seen lately with Diddy and now Sean Carter isn't a different set of events. But she goes on to say that we need to open our eyes because she predicts that even more people will fall from grace. She said there are still hundreds more men to be accused, found guilty, and fall, alongside the women who were allegedly complicit. Now that's a word. She said Ghislaine Maxwell wasn't the only one. With society finally understanding the basic definitions of sexual, physical, and emotional coercion and abuse, I hope to see more abusive men and women in this and all industries being held accountable. You guys, that is a word. When are we going to start looking at holding people accountable instead of talking about who we like? And let me be clear. Tony Busby and this Jay-Z thing, we don't know who's telling the truth at all. But I refuse to live in a world where a 13-year-old accuses somebody of doing something that is a billionaire. We ain't talking about Pookie that's working the afternoon shift at IHOP. No shade if you work at IHOP at all, you know. That's not my point. The point is you are not talking about a working class person. You're not talking about someone that is being crushed under the tyranny of racism, socialism, classism, racism, or even economic abuse that the poor and working class that we suffer from. So there's never going to be a world, and I don't care whose Spotify playlist, what's on my rap, there's never going to be a world where a 13-year-old makes these type of crazy accusations. And I feel compelled to defend a billionaire with bulldog lawyers. He got one of the best lawyers in the business, Alex Sparrow. You are a billionaire. You have a PR campaign, and you're married to Beyonce. Y'all must be out your minds. I don't want to live in a world where y'all somehow feel the need to defend the most powerful. The truth is going to come out, but I think that the industry is starting to turn. And I think people are starting to speak up on what they saw, what they heard. And baby, when it gets to these grand jury investigations and also civil suits, what they know and what they might have played a part in. Anyway, y'all, again, we will see what comes out. Jay-Z could well be innocent, but we deserve to take a closer look at this. And if someone's talking about they have an impeccable reputation, then baby, let's look at your reputation and actually see what it is. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later.